100 years from now, when historians look back on the early 2000s, they are going to recognize Gen Z as the generation that could have changed everything. When I was growing up as a kid in the early 2000s to how I see kids growing up today is a night and day difference, and it is absolutely terrifying. However, within that terror comes massive opportunity for people like me to speak out about what's really going on. Truthfully, Gen Z has the power to either make or break our current civilization as a whole. And in this video, I'm going to share the ways that I've found that we can do so to hopefully inspire change, not only yourself, but other members of this generation as well. Now, this video might get a little bit controversial, so buckle up. The first is going to be on the governmental level. Now, when I say this, I'm not talking about the left or the right. I'm talking about getting rid of all of that entirely. Anyone who's even remotely paid attention in history class knows that the United States specifically was founded on having a very, very small central government. However, if you look at the state of the US today, I think it's a pretty unanimous conclusion that the government is anything but small. And if you can't tell that by the events that happened in 2020, I have no idea what to tell you. But the reason Gen Z has the power to change all of this is because we are the ones who have the most pull in what new laws and new government organizations get passed. It's pretty obvious that JFK was killed for trying to dismantle the CIA. However, if our generation comes together to seriously start to question the motives and true doings of organizations such as the CIA, the FBI, and other unanimous intelligence agencies, we will see a drastic shift from top down in terms of the way our country is currently run. And if you're one of those people who's going to sit there being a crazy leftist or a lunatic right-winger, you are part of the problem. Stop looking at things through your own bias and start to look at the situations objectively, and pretty soon you will realize what's truly going on. We all know the saying, be the change you want to see in the world. However, I feel like Gen Z, rather than being the change, has just continued to bitch and complain about there being no change over the last couple of decades. And when I say change, I don't mean blow up the entire United States government. That's not what I'm saying. However, if you look at what George Washington said and the laws that he put in place when this country was founded, the founding fathers knew this would happen. Our job as young people is to look at this objectively, go back to those roots, give power back to the states, and start to make serious progress in not only the way that our country actually operates, but how it's viewed on a global scale. Because I'll let you in on a little secret. The United States is a laughingstock around the world, and we have been ever since 2021. Guys, if you are enjoying this video, I don't want subs, I don't want likes. All that I ask is you share this video with somebody that needs to hear it, because it can not only be the difference in their life, but many lives to come. The second piece is almost just as important, if not more, and that's the media. With the rise of platforms like Twitch and YouTube, it's very obvious that young people are getting their news, entertainment, and information from different sources than past generations. However, a lot of these streamers and YouTubers might think that they have control over an audience. However, they are likely bought and paid for, or at the very least influenced by the same people as everybody else. And those are the same people that control all of the media organizations, own all of the food plants, and pretty much control the day-to-day lives of virtually every American citizen without any of us realizing it. Gen Z not only has the power to expose these truths, but also show the public that there are better alternative options out there. Having talked with people from older generations about this, it's not that they're too far gone to care. It's the fact that they don't have as much skin in the game as we do. By the time a lot of these changes get implemented, a lot of these older generations are either going to be dead or senile, or the laws don't really affect them that much. However, for Gen Z, it's going to be our kids and our grandkids who have to grow up in this state, and it is our responsibility to them, if nobody else, to expose these truths about the way our world currently is. And if you're watching this video, you're already off to a great start. Now go share this with all your friends. Because guess what? They need to hear it too, or pretty soon it's going to be too late. The last topic that I want to cover is going to be on the social spectrum, and specifically the roles that men and women play in a functioning society. If you look at some of not only the most prosperous, but also the happiest countries in the world, there are very set societal standards that both the youth, men, women, and old people all follow. In the modern day, this has been demonized to be such a horrible thing because of misogyny or racism or whatever excuse they come up with today. However, I think it's no secret that we're trending in the wrong direction, and there's really only one way to reverse this trend. And that's through an open exchange of dialogue from people with differing opinions. Part of the reason that I create the content that I create in the first place is so that I can get people to disagree with me. And the reason I say that is not because I enjoy arguing with people or trying to sit here on my high horse acting like I'm the one who knows everything, but I truly enjoy having intelligent conversations with people who have their own opinion and I have mine. However, in the modern day, we have gone so far away from any sort of civil discussion that nobody can talk or share their opinion about a topic without being called some sort of name. And truthfully, I think it is one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing, tearing our society apart. Gen Z, we can either get rid of this problem entirely, or we can make it 10 times worse. The choice is completely up to us.